we also went with Grandma and Grandpa. That was one of my favorite memories.
Aw.
That was ours too, now that you mention that. Your dad gave us not only just a mug, but a whole book of it. And so sometimes I look at those pictures of Grandpa and I with the dolphins with 3 of you, well, actually, the 5 of you. It was a really fun experience, wasn't it? Yeah. That was an awesome cruise. Caden, Caden? No, Cameron. Whoops. Did you have something you wanted to share?
My favorite memory was when you and Grandpa gave us pajamas for Christmas.
That was one of your favorite memories? That was one of ours too. We had a good time doing that. That was fun. Yeah, Jordan?
I still have two of the fairy light paintings.
You do? Awesome.
One was from 2 years ago and one was from last year.
Wow, cool. Cool. So who else has a memory? Haven?
And I really love my big toy.
Oh.
I think I love my big pony rainbow that I got for Christmas.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us. Easton, did you have a memory?
Yeah.
What would you like to share?
You want me to tell? Are you shy? Is the light in your face?
How do I turn
The
this light off?
paparazzi? We were talking just a second ago that one of Easton's favorite things is when Grandpa would laugh when we would do this, huh? And how he would jiggle laugh whenever we do that.
Yeah, he had that good little jiggle on the front there. That was kind of fun,
I
huh?
think he's passed that down to all of his kids.
Yeah. That was nice. Yeah. Pretty funny. Steve?
Oh, man.
And it's fun to listen to you guys picking up some of his jargon and listening. Although it was funny because I was reading something about when I first met him as a mission after he came home from Australia, and he would say stuff like fair income, and yeah, they had a praying instead of a car accident, and just different stuff like that. It's fun to go back and read in my journals, and I'm going to be reading in his. Anyway. I'm trying to get rid of the belly so I can't.
It looks good.
Huh?
It looks good. I can tell.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Steve, did you have anything else?
I don't have any memories. I have lots. I on Friday night, I got invited to go to a jazz game. And just a couple years ago, a friend of mine gave us some tickets in the lower bowl. And we sat in almost the exact same spot as I sat with Dad. And that would have been the same night, his last night, that we put him in bed. And so I just, those kind of things. On the way out, I remember saying to him, why don't we stop by here at this little fan's place and I'll buy you a jazz hat. And you could tell that he was kind of excited about it, but didn't want to act. He's like, oh, you don't need to do that. It depends on which one they have. I guess we could look. So I was like, you don't need to do that in one sentence. Oh, but we could always take a look and see. And so I have a picture of him at the court wearing that gray one with kind of the turquoise. And so that was a good memory. And then probably anything growing up from newspapers, and that's always fun. But I'll tell you, even just every winter asking me to come help him get the snowblower started, and it was the same thing every time. Just need to drain that gas out and put some fresh premium there, and it'll start right up. I don't think I've tried and tried and tried, and so I'd do just about anything to start with a snowblower again. But
You can come start our snowblower.
all right.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm really thrilled that I don't have to worry about a snowblower or a shovel. I'm thrilled to death to not have that problem. Luke, do you have anything you want to share?
Yeah. I mean, I had several conversations with Grandpa with the Durango, his boy, Durango. So there just seemed like a lot of conversations. We'd always just go right into vehicles and different things about it. And he let me borrow it that one time to pull the Rhino down to Lehigh when we sold it. So Durango came through.
Cool.
So, yeah, there's a lot of memories, but that's a good one.
That's cool.
Threw that sucker into 4-wheel drive and no problem at all. Just whipped right through that thing.
True. How about you, Dad?
Actually, I have couple short ones, if that's okay.
Sure.
Let's see. This one's a funny one, pretty recent from when we went to Big Bear. We were deciding on where to eat that first night we got there. And I think Steve mentioned that there was a Sizzler. And so Grandpa's like, "Are you kidding me?"
What do you think of
He
these?
was so excited that he was a Sizzler.
It's real.
That was awesome.
And he thought you were really kidding. He was like, "Are you
That's
kidding
where he does
me?"
that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
he was-
Are you kidding me?
I remember being so mad. I'm like, there's all these awesome places and we're eating at Sizzler. I was so bugged.
I do remember that, because we all sat in a big area there, and
And we went in and we got a steak, and we got a steak that was that thick.
it tasted like a Sizzler back in Lincoln.
Anything else? Did you say?
Yeah, I have a couple. There was one time that I'm pretty sure Grandpa was the one babysitting me and Hunter, and we were off on our own. We found the phone book. We're like, we're hungry. We're gonna let's order some pizza. So I don't even know how.
You guys were 5 and 4. Or
Really?
Yeah, something like that. Somewhere between.
Yeah,
5
so
and
we
8. Yeah.
we ordered some pizza, and I think like we got like some super thin crust. Like it was a really gross pizza, and all of
And
a
just
sudden.
a small pizza. You ordered one small pizza.
Okay, I don't have very good detail about it, but I just remember that, and I'm pretty sure Grandpa was on babysitting us, so they turned out the pizza guy rings the doorbell and he's like all confused. Ordered pizza, so.
But he paid for it.
Yep. Yep, so there's that one. Then one from last year when he was at the, what was the name of the place?
Rocky Mountain.
Not the other one.
That's your brook.
Badger Brook. When he was there, Leslie and I were there, and as we were about to leave, you asked him, like, "Do you want to give Dallin a hug?" And he's like, "No."
No.
No.
I found that one. And then yesterday, or 2 days ago, we were with her family talking about names that people were almost like, "Oh, I was almost named this," or whatever. And I remember my mom telling me, because Grandpa was a big Star Trek fan, that he wanted me to be named Worf.
He did. Seriously. Wanted me to name
So
him Worf.
whenever I see that word or that name, I always think of that
You'd
too.
be grateful.
He wanted me to name you Worf or Colt.
Or Colt.
I don't know why Colt, but he liked that name too.
Yeah. And the last one, you were just talking about how we picked up some stuff from him. I still say Gatfried.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, all the time. It's like in the vocabulary. So I got it from him.
Oh, that's
I love it.
That's awesome.
Anybody else have
How many
my
memories
arm's
left?
broken?
Just when we were driving from Big Bear,
Oh, yeah.
you had the car on cruise control going up all those hills, and the engine was starting to rev up as you start to climb. And you're like, "Sue, slow down!" You start freaking out that and you're like, "Honey, I'm not doing anything. It's just the car as we're going up the hill. It needs more momentum, blah blah blah." And he was freaking out that the car was getting so revved up that it was going.
That's right, I forgot you guys were in the back seat with
It
us
was
too.
just so funny that whole drive.
Yeah.
Jenny
That was-
ain't talking, I ain't walking. Yeah, that whole thing was hilarious.
That was fun. That was a good memory. Yeah, that was a good memory. How about over here?
I just remember like growing up, our family would like come over to your house like on random occasions just to say hi and stuff, and like I would sit down like trying to grab and hear talk about like his job at like JCPenney and stuff, and he'd get like all detailed into it, and like how we were talking about he was a physics teacher, and like he was talking to me about like astronomy and all the planets, and I was just sitting there just like, oh, that's really great. But yeah, and I just I was admired like the love he shared for you, and just that's something I always want in the future.
You taught me how to do a funny face.
What about you, her?
I brought a picture.
Taught me.
Aw, it's a
My
me,
face.
my dad and grandpa off the 4th of July.
Aw.
I love that picture.
When she was
Oh,
around
wow,
me.
we had a lot of Jelly Belly there, didn't we? Yeah. Wow, you were just a little teeny cutie. Did you already see it? I'm going to pass it around. That is cute. That is cute. Anything else?
I like hospital and stuff.
Yeah. It was, I think Rob said it best. I mean, I listened to the funeral last night, and that was nice that we had that year with Grandpa to feel his real spirit, and and even though he was kind of forgetful about a lot of stuff, he was just filled with love, and the grandkids really got a chance to love and experience him that way, and it it wasn't a good year, you know, and from the time we, you guys insisted we go on the cruise, and then, going up to, Stanley, Idaho, was probably one of my great memories, because he really wanted to do that, and I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I can drive that far, but I'm so glad I did. We had so much fun, and we bought the fishing license. We didn't go fishing, but we ate salmon on the way home. So he said that was, but we had a great time, and I'm so glad. And so yeah, a lot of good memories that last year.